Hey gang, Scott Davenport here, and today's video is a question from one of the viewers named Mike who asked about versions or virtual copies and when do I use them. I'll answer that question in a moment, but if you have photo questions, I want to hear from you. Drop them in the comments below, or if you want to send me your question through my website, you can go to my contact page and send it to me there. And I usually turn an answer around in a day or two, and I might make a video out of it as well. So Mike's question was about versions. He's using On1 Photo Raw, and he asked, well, do you create a version every time that you edit? So you have like the pristine raw file there, and then all of your edits are in versions. So I'll show my workflow here and answer that question, but I'll use On1 Photo Raw because that's what Mike was asking about. But this really applies to any software package that offers versions or virtual copies in Lightroom or anything like that. So I don't just create a version every time. Here in Photo Raw, I have this photo. I've done some edits on it. We can see there. It's a raw file. If I need the raw file, I can go get the raw file from my computer outside of On1, or I can create a new version and reset all the settings. So I'm not just creating versions every time I do an edit. Where I do use versions is when I need different treatments on them, or there's some type of special change I need to make to the photo. The first example would be I'll create a new version here if I wanted to try like a different look on a photo. So I'll click this thing, and let's just say I want to try something in black and white, and I'll just pick whatever's toward the top here for expediency's sake. And I want to try something out. Say, what does this look like as a black and white photo? I'll use a version for that. That's a great application for versions, trying out different looks on your photo. The other place where versions become very, very useful is for soft proofing. So you're preparing a photo for print, and a paper and a printer is going to have a different gamut or color range than our screens. Creating a version is wise because soft proofing generally means you're making tweaks or adjustments to your develop or effect settings to make sure that you're not going to have, a print that, looks bad or has, blown highlights where the paper shows through, where it's pure white and there's no ink, things like that. Anytime you're having to make changes to the editing, I will make a version for that. I don't want to change my original that I did for on screen as part of a soft proofing for a print. So that's two examples. A third might be if you need different crops of a particular image, you could have each of those as a version, because versions are very, very lightweight. They don't take up much room on your computer. They are not duplicating the raw photo everywhere. The only thing about them is they are visible only in the program that you're using to create them. So Mike, I hope that answers your question more thoroughly, or at least with some visuals than just an email. And again, if anyone else, you got questions about photography, drop them in the comments, send them my way. I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, my name's Scott Davenport. Happy shooting.